is really designed and equipped to acquire wealth, to protect wealth, or to grow wealth. I'm not saying that none of us can do it. I'm not saying that that it would be a mistake to give us reparations, things like that. I'm just saying that when you think about the cultural mandates necessary for a community to build and grow wealth, there's certain value systems that have to apply. So for example, one thing I'll say about hip hop is that almost everything about hip hop culture, at least the toxic side of it, which has become very popular, it's very anti-wealth, it's very anti-family, it's very anti-black. It's very what you see is you see a lot of death, you see a lot of destruction, you see a lot of promotion of ignorance, sexual irresponsibility, which has consequences that none of us will ever know because people don't make their STD results public. You have broken families through unwanted pregnancies, and you have a lot of things that just come up the way you just look at it and you say, there's nothing there that really embodies the kind of thinking that's required for a community to really prosper financially or otherwise. And so it's not just about the money, it's about all the things that money cannot buy, right? Like today's Father's Day, and money can buy you a car, money can buy you some Gucci, money can buy you a house, but money can't buy you a dad, right? Only God can give you a dad. And shout out and happy Father's Day to every father that's listening, because you are precious. You are a gift from God to the children that you have taken responsibility for. And for those that are not connected to their children, I pray for you. I hope that things work out. And I hope you realize your value so that you will embrace the fact that, remember, man is short for manifest, that you will embrace your power, the power God gave you to manifest a reality for your family that is going to be greater than what they would have had without you in it. Okay. And so as we kind of think about this, and this was really literally my deep thought that I was having yesterday. I don't know how deep it is. It was just my thought, because I was just literally I was hanging out with my buddies, and we played the Call of Duty game for fun. And there was this little 12-year-old kid on there, and she was talking about her dad. Her dad plays the game with her and stuff like that. And I just told her, I said, you're really lucky to have a great dad. A lot of kids don't have a great dad. A lot of kids, wish they had a great dad. I didn't have a great dad. My dad was on drugs, like a lot of our families deal with drug addiction. My father found, I guess he found heroin to be more interesting than being a parent. And fortunately, another man stepped in, who I spent a lot of time with yesterday, and he just said, "I'm going to do what men are supposed to do, which is to take responsibility. As a man, I'm going to come in and have accountability, even though I don't have to." Remember, my dad could have been running the street. He was a young, handsome guy. He had plenty of women that were chasing him down. He could have just said, "Why would I come home to a woman and take care of a kid that ain't even mine and deal with all the stress and the challenges of leading a household when I could just be sitting around getting high all day and hanging out with a new woman every week?" Like literally that. And that is the dilemma. That's the challenge that you have, is that for fathers, and since it's Father's Day, let's dig into this. This is a financial consciousness training. We do this every single day. In case you don't know, in case you're new. So you dig into that, right? And so here's what hip hop just does that drives me so crazy is hip hop is basically almost like the candy store where you bring the fat kids in and you say, hey, why would you eat vegetables when you can just eat candy all day? Like, here, have a Snickers bar. You want some more ice cream? And then you say, well, no, I think that eating all this ice cream and Snickers bars is gonna make me a little fat. I think it's gonna give me diabetes. I think that I don't like myself when I keep eating all this unhealthy food. And they say, no, 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 no. That's whack. That's lame. You don't want to be no simp over eating vegetables and doing healthy stuff and going to the gym. Why would you do that when you could just stay in the candy store and just get high all day on sugar? Right? So this to me is what I see when I see cultural baggage or cultural influences that don't push men to be the best men they can be. And I think that this has a huge impact on the Black community. And it also creates an environment that is anti-wealth. Why? Well, because wealth requires discipline. If you don't have discipline, you can't have wealth. If you don't have discipline, you can't have wealth. If you are a guy that eats everything in sight, or you chase every skirt you see, or you can't get up in the morning and bust your butt, or you can't fight through difficulty and pain, or you can't keep pushing when it gets hard, and you can't stay focused when there's a lot of distractions, then you'll never have wealth. Let me know if you get it. Give me a yes if you're following what I'm saying. I know I just jumped right in and started talking, but I hope you all are following this. Give me a yes if this is making sense. You cannot have wealth. You cannot have power. You cannot have success. You will never achieve anything if you are a human being that cannot embrace the idea of discipline, delayed gratification, and sacrifice. If you do not do those things, wealth will run away from you. Wealth will run away from you. Like